Effectively now, we start to transition and turn the page. We start to look forward to the future, which is now. And essentially, there's no longer a excuse. See, with Monday's game, where they beat the Raiders 15-9, I believe, the Atlanta Falcons have completely turned the page. The offseason plan, the preseason plan, the in-season plan has all been, everything's been torn out the book. Everything's been adjusted. And now, rookie Michael Penix Jr. is about to start for the Atlanta Falcons in his very first game against the New York Giants. Veteran Kirk Cousins that was signed to the offseason big contract, the big ticket guy, is now going to be asked to hold a clipboard and sit on the bench and back up Michael Penix Jr. And you got to think there's a shockwave that was sent. They didn't announce this like they normally announce things. They just tweeted it on social media. They didn't come out and hold a press conference. They didn't come out and do all these things first. They tweeted it out. Coach Raheem Morris has made the change. The Atlanta Falcons are now 7-7. They trail the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And due to that, they're in possible danger of not making the playoffs. If they don't finish this well, they can end up on the outside looking in, and that would be doomsday for the Atlanta Falcons. Doomsday for Arthur Blank, doomsday for Raheem Morris, and also Terry Fontenot, the one that signed Kirk Cousins in the offseason, the one that pulled the trigger on Michael Penix Jr.'s deal as far as in the draft, being how high he was drafted, and he already had a quarterback signed. So the question remains, who's to blame for this mess? Is it Arthur Blank, who gave them the full permission to do something when it shouldn't have been a quarterback? Or should it be Terry Fontenot, who made the actual decision to pull the trigger? Raheem Morris, who could have had some type of say or input, but you're thinking about the game plan offensively and what they currently have right now. Is it his fault, too, of where they are right now? See, the Atlanta Falcons have a history of losing. The Atlanta Falcons have a history of being mediocre, and they have a history of not really doing the smart thing that matters to run an organization. No matter if it's signing free agents, when you clearly have a chance to draft a quarterback, no matter if it's drafting the wrong pass rusher year after year, or either signing the wrong pass rusher or trading for an older pass rusher from New England who's not really productive. And at this point in time, you got to ask yourself, what do the Falcons tell their fan base? How do you get your fan base excited? And this is what you have to offer them. Well, you have Michael Penix Jr. Well, you have Drake London. You have Kyle Pitts. You have Bijan Robinson. You have a couple of different guys. You have Mooney at the wide receiver position. So you got to ask yourself, are these names enough to carry the franchise for the remainder of the season to get them wins, to get them into a position where they can score touchdowns and not field goals? Because we don't want to see Young Wei Koo. We don't want to see him anymore. He's been missing field goals all year. Used to be automatic, now he's not. Semi-automatic now, not really automatic. But are you Atlanta Falcons fans? Get in the comment section below. Who should we blame? Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus and let your voice be heard. We will see you on the next episode.